COVID-19 still has Washington State in its clutches, and school is right around the corner. A week ago, we reported Vancouver Public Schools joined others in Clark County, announcing remote learning-only plans. And now, state leaders are making recommendations based on the current danger from COVID-19. It puts 34 of 39 counties in a place where the state says most kids should stay home.
If every school district brought all of their students back for in-person instruction today, I believe we would see a real meaningful and dangerous increase in COVID activity.
Washington State broke counties down into 3 risk categories based on new infection rates. 25 counties are in the high-risk category, with more than 75 cases per 100,000 residents. There, they strongly recommend distance learning and canceling or postponing all in-person activities. 9 are in the moderate risk group with from 25 to 75 cases per 100,000. In districts there, distance learning is the recommendation for middle and high schools and possible in-person learning options for elementary school kids first. Clark County barely edged into the moderate risk range, with infection rates dropping just below 75 per 100,000. But it and 7 other districts here already announced plans for full distance learning, at least to start.
We're in the high end of the moderate category. And if you look at the details of the moderate category, what's recommended is a remote start and then a gradual transition and expansion into in-person learning, just with certain populations, starting with elementary school kids and then with students with special needs.
That's okay with a governor who would rather be on the safe side and let school districts decide.
And we think, given the nature of this very unique situation, that it made sense to do what the state can do, which is to provide them the best epidemiological evidence and recommendations.
School boards in these districts will be voting on the remote learning plan soon. In Vancouver, that vote is set for next Tuesday. Tim Gordon, KGW News.